Get ready for one of the highlights of Mountain West Game Day 4, the home of Peak. It's number 5 ASU returning to play against number 4 United States Air Force Academy here on Daisy Cruiser. My name's Lyra. I'm joined by Fidgey today. Fidgey, how you feeling about this game?
As usual, I am here for the hype-ness that is the Arizona State University. At this point, I've just been here for all of these games, and I'm willing to commit to a bit. Also, is that a Hammer Bro homer immediately? Or is that a wall ball? Yes,
well,
sir.
As you can see from the stadium, there's blood in the water. And
blood in the water.
Air Force Hammer Bro already putting a run on the board there. This is going to be a hell of a game.
Truly. That was a pretty slow one to start things off. And here is Air Force Bowser.
Now listen, Arizona State last week got demolished, or last game day I should say, got demolished by Air Force. I believe it was 12-6. Air Force coming out with another commanding lead. Let's see how much they can keep it up, and if Arizona State can respond on their home stadium. This is, I believe, our first time looking at Arizona State's home stadium, and what a beautiful home stadium it is. You get that red water. I believe the wood has been tinted differently. Maybe I'm crazy.
Kind of looks a little darker to me.
It does look a little darker, doesn't it? Yeah. Got a little bit more maroon tint to it. Maybe they got some mahogany installed, and Bowser going to walk home off of that.
That's a wild way to walk home, I'm going to be honest.
Bowser looks so creepy, man. He looks like a ghost.
He does, doesn't he?
It's freaking me out.
It's the white and the blue in combination. It really does not look very good on his character. I hate to say it. I've said this before. I don't like the Air Force Bowser.
Well, I think they just need to get a little darker on the blue. That's my own personal opinion. But hey, I'm only making Big Ten textures. It is not my place to judge.
Oh,
that might send. Nope, that is going to be Brown Critter out. But bases are still loaded.
Bases are
for
still
none
loaded
other than Sidney Crosby.
Sidney Crosby. Not the other Crosby. He might be the
He's charging. He's pulling his charge out.
He's pulling his charge out.
That does get down. That's going to send someone home, but Diddy's running home off of that. That's going to be a close play.
Air Force.
That's out.
ASU wins that one.
ASU finally able to stop the early bleeding here. Fidgey, you watched this game last match day. What are your thoughts on if Arizona has a chance today at their own home stadium?
The thing is, right, we both know that these two teams are very powerful, right? And Daisy Cruiser is a stadium where it is absurdly easy to homer. So it really depends on how their powered players decide to play.
For sure. And I believe Air Force also has like an incredibly easy homer stadium. I believe they played on Wario City last week. So
yeah, it was Wario City. It's
easy to see how this is going to be like it's a barn burner game, right?
Yeah, it's definitely a barn burner type of game.
That ASU Donkey Kong is beautiful. That is going to be 3 and out though for ASU. Not a good start for them.
For ASU is not what you want to see.
Absolutely.
Especially for me as an ASU fan, that's just depressing, you know. I've been a big supporter for ASU this season. This is just not the start they want.
Well, it sucks because early judgments are going to be rough, but Arizona State, no matter how this game goes, no matter how the last game went, is going to the College World Series almost certainly. It is just that caliber of team, and so is Air Force. So we very well might see this matchup 2-3 more times within the conference playoffs and within the College World Series.
That's true. That's very true. And you have to consider how that type of playoff.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm so sorry. Planned Parenthood is calling me.
Oh, that's that's certainly one thing to be called by in the middle of the game. Here's 60 Kong, meanwhile, versus her boyfriend. I almost said girlfriend. My commentary is very good today. Nixie gets a good slap. Oh my god, Brenner! You can't be bobbling that! Especially with Firebro on deck, you cannot be doing that type of bobble. That bobble might come back to haunt them. That bobble came back to haunt you immediately. 2-run homer from Firebro. The sea runs red with
Sorry about
the
that.
blood.
I missed something very important here. ASU on the board. This is looking like that Steelers game from this weekend.
So what happened is Brenner bobbled, runner on base. Firebro was like,
this is my shock
punish you
face.
hardcore.
This is my shock face.
I don't know. It was like brown critter bobble, like bruh.
Peanut Britter, peanut shitter, and red Pianta up now.
First. And here's red Pianta. Ooh, little more aim that could have hit off of the table.
They are going to get runners on the corners there.
Runners on corners for ASU. And it's for a Toad.
Piss Toad, protagonist Toad.
The protagonist himself. Is he the hero that ASU needs? Depends on this next lap. And, oh, boing!
Oh, bouncy. That's a ground rule double.
Holy.
This is why Daisy Cruiser is so strange. Tables are even bouncier than the wood floor is, which is also incredibly bouncy.
And here comes Booger. Hoping to get a run in after that nonsense.
Runners on second and third, so it's a good place to be in, especially when you have 0 outs.
Yeah, 0 outs. This is a really good spot for ASU to be in.
Oh,
really
that's the double play, though. That's the other thing you risk with a me. And now Mustard up to bat.
It's Mustard. Colonel Mustard, I presume. It was Colonel Mustard in Daisy Cruiser with the slap.
That is going to get Pianta home, and ASU has taken the lead here. This is only the bottom of the second, right? Am I crazy?
Yeah, it's bottom of the second, and they're already in lead.
Diddy Kong already tired.
That's a big thing to have happen this early. Funky Kong.
This is how disgusting Air Force is, by the way, is they're starting Diddy Kong on the mound. Which both means they have to use Diddy Kong, A, and B, they have so many planned pitchers that they have to start a captain on the mound.
If you don't start Diddy, you just have way more problems. And here's Donkey Kong. This is a really bad situation to be in if you're Air Force. So the fact that they get out of that so cleanly was insane.
Yeah, an unfortunate hit from Donkey Kong. McDonkey Kong manning the drive-through.
But unless ever would immediately post the McDonkey Kong.
And Bowser has a similar hit, but thankfully it's not straight to an outfielder, so that's going to be a weird line drive under the table. Gets him on base.
Is also giving up.
Honestly, though, with the Arizona State offense, you kind of want Diddy Kong to stay in as long as you can, because you know your next pitchers are Star Pitch Merchant Birdo and Star Pitch Precharge Merchant Bowser. So
yeah,
that's not what you want, especially when you are a powerful team like Arizona State. And in fact, I think it's the only reason why they did so poorly against Air Force last time.
And
you'll have to see. You'll have to. I think Arizona State's key to winning this is keeping the offense as low as you can. On the Air Force side, you know, locking down your defense for Arizona State and then hoping you can score runs without your power once people like Bowser are in, and keeping your runs high before Bowser's in, because he's the real stopping power. He's the real momentum stopper on that team. I mean, Birdo as well, but Birdo's star pitch effectively just means she can get people to slap, which
And he will be going off the mound after this one.
Oh, that's foul. I was like, wait for it.
Wait for Dixie Kong Dinger.
Also, someone just said, here comes the death lineup. This is Dixie Kong, you know that, right? Diddy Kong gets a strikeout, by the way.
When you start with Dixie...
Diddy Kong is out off of that, and that's exactly what you didn't want to see. Bowser, who, unless you can do some crazy stuff here... I mean, I know it's Daisy Cruiser, so pre-charge can still get you off the sidelines there.
Yeah, he can absolutely get a homer.
They are going to get there in time, though, and get that buddy catch. But this is exactly what I was talking about. Pre-charge really nerfs all of your power hitting for Arizona State. So you have to hope that either your power hitters slap when you need to, that your slap hitters slap when you need to, or that pre-charge just gets them off the sides of the boat. And you have to hope your defense really locks in here. So we'll see how that develops.
So annoying, you know.
But even Dry Bones is pre-charging here.
Oh my god.
That's gonna be gone, though. A solo homer from Dry Bones. That's the kind of stuff Arizona State wants off of their offense here, and it's the kind of stuff Air Force is afraid of.
Exactly, you know.
Bowser can only do so much. He's very powerful, and he's got that pre-charge ability. He's got the star pitches, which can get people to slap, it can strike people out, it can get people to pre-charge. It's very powerful as a pitcher. He's the best pitcher in the game, but it means nothing if they still just aim off the boat and get homers anyway. However, that is going to get Red Pianta straight into the arms of the center fielder. Only one run, and they've stopped the bleeding to end the third. 5-3 Arizona State going into the top of the fourth here.
And you're going to see some response from Air Force now as Yellow Pianta. Whoa! Yellow Pianta made an attempt there with the piss missile.
Well, that's the other interesting thing is Dixie Kong also causes pre-charge, so she's been a pretty powerful tool for...
She's been a good force. And
Arizona State so far has kept them to 3, and now Donkey Kong on the mound. His big hope on the mound here is that he can get some strikeouts or some bad contact with his star pitch.
I've seen it a lot. That star pitch can really murder a team when he knows how to use it.
For sure. By the way, I mentioned earlier that good star pitches can force slapping. What I mean by that is in cases like this, well, this is just he swung for it and got bad contact. He doesn't throw it in time.
What was that delay?
Fireberg forgetting how to throw for a second there. That gets over Magic but Yellow Pianta going to go home there, and that's going to be a 4-5 ball game with runners on first and second.
4-5.
A really, really bad fielding error there from Firebro. He just couldn't think about it in time.
According to our comments, Funky Kong got hit by the item.
Oh, I did not understand that.
I don't think
That's gone, too.
Is that
Red Pianta doesn't get there in time. That's 3 runs for Whammer Bro.
That is a hammer.
Air Force immediately taking the lead. That's not what you want to see.
Taking a lead like that, that's not good if you're Arizona State.
Arizona State especially disappointed in Red Pianta after something like that. Donkey Kong, he's mad. He's looking for... That's bad contact. That's going to go straight to left field. You've neutralized Bowser.
Neutralization.
But you still have a critter up to bat here. Brown critter. That might go foul. You're hoping it goes foul.
Fouls.
There you go.
You want it to foul in your heart.
And then he swings. So this is what I mean by those star pitches, is if you can get power hitters to 2 strikes, they typically only charge on strike 3 about 10% of the time. And they always swing and hit it in CPU versus CPU. I believe it is a 10% chance for power hitters. So if you can neutralize that with those star swings that cause strikes or bad contact, either you get bad contact out of it with something like DK, or they just completely miss guaranteed with something like Birdo or Bowser. They very rarely are able to actually hit it valuably. So if you can get them to that last chance, they're much more likely to slap, which nullifies their power and can often even get you an out or two. It's the kind of thing you want out of your pitchers. So that's really why Bowser is such a triple threat on pitching. And it's why if you're Arizona State, you want to try and get him tired. You want to try and do what you still can with him on the mound anyway. And not hit into the vicinity of Hammer Bro and get a double play. That is going to be the end of the inning there. Air Force holds them to 0. Now in the hole for sure. They are fighting from behind for the last half of this match.
Let's see what comes up now.
Father-son here, by the way. Bad contact. That is going to be an out. Donkey Kong putting on a performance that you want to see when Bowser is the other pitcher. Honestly, despite how powerful these teams are, this is sort of a pitching duel. When you think about Diddy Kong's, pitching potential or strikeout potential, you think about Dixie Kong's pre-charge, Donkey Kong's bad contact potential, Bowser's pre-charge. It's about who is able to enforce their good side more often against these powerful teams and is able to nullify. It's a defensive game when you really think about it.
That's true, that's what this game really comes down to. Which defense can last the longest? But the way Donkey has been throwing out star pitches, I think one of the big worries here for Arizona
That is going to be Yellow Pianta home, by the way.
How much longer Donkey Kong can last. Because he's about to run out of stamina here with all the runs and star pitches he's been using here.
Who is there? Do they have any guaranteed pitchers after Donkey Kong?
They have a badge, I think.
They do have Yellow Magic Koopa, that's right. But Donkey Kong would then be at second, which is pretty bad for them.
That is not what they want. So they want Star Hit from Birdo?
Star Hit from Birdo.
And it works? Despite every conceivable thing?
Just a very strange at-bat there.
That's how the donkey crumbles.
That is Donkey Kong out.
This is when things get really bad for Arizona State, because as we all know,
that could be really, really bad there.
Off the mound.
Whammer sending it deep. That's at least 2 runs home.
That's 2 runs in. That's about as much as a match can usually take.
It's a 10-5 ball game, and it's looking like a repeat of last week, unless Arizona State can pull out something huge here.
We need to
perhaps assassinating Bowser on the mound. I'm just saying, get the emergency draft going. I don't know. ACL tear for Bowser. Oh my God, that's out of here.
Gone. There is no recovery. That's why
Air Force with the nail in the coffin.
That coffin's been nailed shut. And it ain't opening again anytime soon.
Yellow Mage is already off the mound. That I believe is part of their.
I think that's
part of their outfield ruined.
Yeah, that's left outfield gone. Which is almost immediately punished by Britter there.
That's not what you want to see.
Would be better if the CPU could use fielding abilities in the outfield, but they cannot.
It's an awful, awful state of affairs here for Arizona State.
Arizona State yet again having to rely on me to pull things.
Air Force came into their home stadium and has delivered a punishing game. Thankfully, Arizona State's infield able to take care of things and get them out of the inning without any further punishment. But they still have 2 innings of offense left from Air Force and only 3 chances to respond here with Bowser still on the mound. That's a weird hit, but it does work to get Funky on first. He's going for second.
He makes it.
And they don't throw it, so he is going to get on second there. A good double from Funky.
Just barely.
Donkey Kong wants to hit it off the left side here if he can, but Bowser's saying, I'm not giving you strike 1.
Not giving you that.
Terrible contact.
Oh, save!
He's
Oh my
safe.
God.
Bowser, runners on the corners. It's about as good as you could expect from terrible
Recharge
contact
from
like that.
Dixie. Takes the strike. Does it again. Another strike from
That's
Bowser.
strike 2.
This could be a bad decision on Bowser's part. Good slap right to Britter. That's a double
play. Funky's still left on third, though, with Firebro up. If he gets something good off the sides of the boat, this could be big.
No,
unfortunately, that's to
out.
right center. Pop fly, going to end the inning again. Only 2 more chances to save the game here for Arizona State. It's looking more and more like Air Force's ball game with every passing second.
Arizona State certainly could have had this game early, but Air Force kept on the offense. He will not get the first, though. See, Arizona State's defense isn't bad. What we see here is just the case that Air Force is certainly much more capable when it comes to the offensive game. And here's Booger. No, that's a different me. I don't know.
That's Sidney Crosby.
Oh, that's Crosby.
I believe. Yeah. Penguins
oh my
legend.
God, Donkey with the save there at second base.
That is going to get them out of the inning without any...
What a swag, bro.
Yeah, yeah. That's got to hurt. I mean, you're sliding on wood on your bare stomach.
Like,
it's uncomfortable.
Donkey risking his entire fur for that one.
Not even his fur. He has no fur on his chest.
I am strong man. I am good in aura. Like, that one's in the
It good. It yum.
That's a fly out from Bone. When you get the Bones fly out like that, that just feels immense amounts of bad, bro. Red Pianta coming up. Let's see what he can do.
Drybones is a little weird on this team, but he's always a pretty decently guaranteed slap hit. Unfortunately, Drybones for some reason feel like they charge way more than they should.
Yeah, Drybones charging.
Even Toad is pre-charging straight to the center field.
Why Toad charging is also something you really don't want to see, you know, because Toad's charging, not good. Pianta charge, very good. There's a difference in plays, you know.
And that's going to be the end of the inning. Only one more chance to keep the run differential low at this point is all you're really looking for from Arizona State.
Arizona State keeping this RD down is really what you can hope for.
With this offense, I mean, it's a truly oppressive team from Air Force. Bowser, Birdo, a Critter, a Pianta, a Bro. It's not the kind of thing you even want to play against. Air Force having gone all in this season, and I think your best hope if you're Arizona State is just to go next and hope that it doesn't really affect people's perception of the team. Thankfully, next match day they're up against Fresno State. Should be an easier game for them. In fact, they've got a decently easy schedule the next couple weeks. As Whammer extends the lead to 14 to 5.
Him in that side of the field, there was no way to catch that ball.
Well, I mean, even so.
I mean, that was probably gone anyways, but certainly didn't help matters.
After Air Force, Arizona State having a good schedule. They play away against Fresno next match day, then UCB, Tennessee, and TCU. Bowser, I can't even finish my sentence here, man. Another home run to left field. Air Force just racking up points.
Air Force wants that RD.
Like he's gotten a free rewards points glitch.
He's like, allow me to score. And here's Britter. Do we see a
That's what you think Bowser sounds like?
I don't know.
Oh my god. Sounds like a fucking Slytherin candidate.
A deep voice, and I can't do Jack Black on command.
Jack Black does not deserve to be what you think Bowser sounds like, though, is also the thing. And Britter getting a triple as well, by the way. A 10-run lead right now.
And here is the brown me, with Britter on third.
2 outs.
2 outs. Oh my goodness.
Up against the back wall. That is going to be another run.
And Diddy's coming up after that one. I saw that little thing pop up for a brief second. I'm not sure what that was about. Whitetoad? Whitetoad, are you okay? Did you see him pause like twice? He was like,
Air Force also going to get a breather for the next couple match days, by the way. They're up against Berkeley and then UBA in the next 2 weeks, but then they have to face number 12 Illinois and number 10 Kentucky in their next cross-conference games. Air Force hoping to pull away in 2 away games.
To give up.
Come on, ASU, just stop the bleeding, man.
Please just make it stop. I know you know that you're not going to get much better, but you just want to make it stop.
I'm looking at my watch right now, and there goes the Dry Bones on the mound. No more. My center right outfield has not been ruined for ASU.
The right side at the least.
Even Yellow Shy Guy's going for it, man.
Yellow Shy Guy going for homers.
The absolute worst hitter on Air Force. Donkey Kong with another insane roll. Finally stops the bleeding with just 5 runs, but truly after the first 3 innings, this is just not the kind of stuff you want to see here. 4, 6, 0, and 5. Arizona State just hoping to get anything done here. Even just getting Bowser off the mound with the last out would be a win for Arizona here.
Getting out Bowser gone would be just a big victory on the inside.
I think Arizona has to understand that they're a really good team. But when you play against these teams like this that just have an oppressive amount of utility in their power hitters, when you have 3 different Shohei Ohtanis on the team, you have to figure out what can work in order to nullify that, and that's what ASU doesn't currently have, despite having an incredibly strong team. So we'll see how that develops in basically the playoffs and any other trades that Arizona State might be able to manage with the rest of the season, but it's looking like a tighter and tighter race now.
Really?
We'll have to
That was
see.
A really good hit from Dixie, though.
We will definitely have to see. I mean, Air Force also their hardest opponent for this season, and they're getting them out of the way early. But if they have to face Air Force in the conference playoffs, if they have to face them in College World Series, it's unclear how it's going to go. So
we could see some more moves from Arizona State to try and make things better for them. Oh, is that a double?
For sure, they are going to get 2 home.
That's a big thing.
Great star hit. Weird under the table star hit.
It worked.
Dixie Kong with some great sliding there. Bowser is tired. You have to wonder if he'll get off the mound here. It is 2 outs though, so Dry Bones has to play perfectly. That is over the infield. That is another runner on base.
Runner on base. Here's Red
Pianta.
Bowser is going to leave after this, and that could be big.
I mean,
Red
possibly.
Pianta's pre-charge.
He does pre-charge. It's off the right side.
It's off the right. It's off the right. That's a homer.
That's a 3-run home run from Red Pianta. That's almost certainly going to get Bowser off the mound. That's exactly the kind of thing you wanted to see if you're Arizona State. It's still a very large gap, but you may have a ball game here.
We may
only
have
an 8-run difference here, and Bowser off the mound for Birdo.
This could really matter.
By the way, what's up with Birdo here? I feel like she changes color every time I look at her.
She changes color immediately, and that's kind of weird.
A good slap from Toad. He's also going to get on base.
Here's Booger. You have to get through to me. And,
you have to get through to me here, and the Magic Koopa.
These are your 2 weakest parts of your lineup.
He does slap straight to Red or Brown Critter. That is going to be the end of the game. Congratulations to Air Force.
Things looked interesting there for a moment.
18-10 ball game. Arizona State only holding them to 8 runs at the very end of the game.
Hey, you got to give Arizona State credit. They made things interesting right there at the end.
Air Force improves to 3-1. Arizona State now 2-2. That's going to be it from.
We'll only go to Hammerbrow.
That is going to be the end of it here for me and Fidgey. I've been Lyra. This is the home of Peak here on the Mountain West Network, and we've been happy to entertain you for these 7 innings. Until next time.
Bye!